Well, bitch, get your ass on. I'll play you.
It's Todd Gurley's Rams.
Yeah, good he is.
Ezekiel Elliott's Cowboys.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Top CHEF. Did he have anything on the end of that or no?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I thought it said something at the end. Top Chef something.
Defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with
Top Chef, and ZZ.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected.
Oh, like ETTC?
There at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Oh, you know what? Hang on a minute. What's that? Player's mad. Let's see.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Takes it across midfield to the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Goff now looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Goff finding fellow second-year man Higbee for a Rams first down.
Green Bay.
Goff on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a... And it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
No brag. You know, I was supposed to play the Titans in his league earlier. Said,
second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line.
Yeah, I gotta go. Got to run out real quick. And he never came back and wanted to play me that game.
And the hit jarred it loose.
Like he better not be playing multiple counts in that fucking bullshit. I'm gonna find out on that
shit. It's almost like he predetermined where he was gonna go with the football.
Man, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's see.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Oh, he does it?
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short. They
Well, I
elect
have to
to
go
throw
look
for it.
under
And that's
transactions,
normal NFL
right?
football. They're going to throw on
I
third
can
and
just look
short,
under.
but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Wait a minute. Oh, hell no. What week are we in? This. I did not do that.
Out now comes the
But
Cowboys
hey, listen
punter,
to this.
as he'll punt it away for the
Look.
second time.
Look, hey, y'all listen to this. We're in week 11. I'm looking at transactions. I did not do any trades. It's saying right now.
Now Austin.
Wait. Wait a minute, where'd it go?
Very good
Sign
return that
Nick
time.
Bowl. I did not
18
sign Nick
yards.
Bowl.
And the Rams will go on offense here.
Deal
for the
sign
first
tight
and
end
10.
Nick Bowl. I did not. I'd have to look. Well, let me look under this. Wait, does he have the 49? He's got the 49ers. Let me look at the 40. Well, let me go to the Colts first. Yeah, let's go to the 49ers.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp,
Colts
strong.
sign.
Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Oh, look at this. Halfback Akeem Hunt was edited by Cyrus Big Daddy. Edited.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
I don't know. I don't know. He says, I'm about to go see Akeem Hunt. Let's go look at him on the Colts.
Goff. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Week 9.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Else.
On third down, that's Brown. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
But now, see, down here, Colts move middle linebacker Anthony Walker Jr. to left end. It would say if he moved him, but this is saying edited. So he had to do something to it. And somebody did something to his edited is going to be more than just moving them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Oh. I've never seen this. Why is there a kicker as a third slot and a quarterback on the Colts?
That's Austin. Slipped one tackle, but
click on him. What the hell?
Knocked to the deck behind the
well, they won't let me view. Oh, that.
After a loss of 1.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up
Bragg.
on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense.
Bragg.
The rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive.
So when I go to the depth chart and look at his Akeem Hunt, I should be able to click on him, right? Like to bring up his card.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Oh, shit.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Time running out here on the play clock. The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So 3rd and 2. There's quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Prescott. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A second down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. From the pistol, a McFadden run. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
How's your mother?
I'm speaking about today.
No.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
He came out talking about, like, we got when the machine died, you supposed to go to the window and tell him you needed to get, telling me to switch the battery or whatever. And then they supposed to give you like 20 minutes, you know what I mean, for to do the, switch it or whatever.
Yeah.
So then they give me 5 minutes or whatever.
Down.
So he gonna ask me
alongside
what I
Charles
did
Davis on Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
So I just came from over here. So I just told him why I was standing right here, whatever. So he does.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively.
So you saying you were running me up the boom, showing me the right way. And y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all don't want to make an error or whatever. The time I put to get. So he was like, well, it's not my fault they didn't write it down. I'm just doing my job. So I was like, well, I'm doing my job. You know, I did everything I have to do.
Prescott off the play fake to McFadden.
You know what I mean? Do the fucking thing.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
So now I found out what's going to happen and what's going on.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone on the field got confused because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
That's fielded in the end zone. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Oh, they didn't get your first down.
The Colts will be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks, and then Monday night it's the Redskins getting a second straight night.
Nah, it was
to take on KC. We're in October already.
It would have been 4th and 6.
You shot for roughing the pivot?
Yeah, it's still it said
Looks like
still
the defense
fourth
in
down.
press coverage here.
I know it.
Then he'll give it here to his running back.
Roughing the pivot, roughing the quarterback. So he's
Trayvon Austin, he's going to go. 20, 10, touchdown.
Bullshit right there, man. They need to fix that shit.
Wow. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And always a good first half. Pay dirt twice.
It never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right,
You say you got one running back?
I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And put on stop sign there.
He ran that wildcat shit?
Nah, he didn't run no wildcat. He got him back there to start running back.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time.
That's talking about the receiver Trayvon Austin, right?
Number one.
Now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession.
Put him in the
now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
We'll see if they can get the score.
No, he does not. He plays receiver in real life. He don't play no running back.
He plays receiver, but they put him in. They have him at running.
They start on the ground without
What, on their regular roster?
room here to run.
You know, it's a game.
Man, I gotta get another damn stick, man. This shit is sticky.
That's a pretty familiar sight because Ezekiel Elliott in
You see that shit, man?
rookie year,
He was gone, man. And I would just must have had it pushed forward, man.
And he said the offseason he wanted to be better when he got into the second level, so he's shooting high.
I like that. I like a guy who wants to get better at his craft.
That's why I
Look
think
out
he ran out the
defenses.
wildcat. He ran out the wildcat.
Nah, he didn't run out of wildcat.
Let's see Trayvon Austin being back as a running back. But he ran out of regular I formation
I formation, single back hit.
Trayvon Austin should be back there at running back. Only way he can go, only way Trayvon Austin come in the backfield is the wildcat.
Stop short of the 35.
Another wildcat.
First down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'm about to go to the league right now.
My thing is,
I know last time I remember he always when he played with D.
I do remember a couple years ago, Bishop was there. They played Seattle.
Pushes way forward here for a good little game. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'm like, what the hell? Then my thing is, though, Madden need to fix that though. That's so. They need to fix the running on these running backs. Just the one hitter quitters. Like far as
They'll try and run for it with Elliott, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
At one point, the LA Rams defensive front 4 was made up of 4 first-round draft picks, but maybe the best of them all at that time, and still is Aaron Donald.
Yeah,
he's a force.
Former Pitt Panther, and we were praising him a lot last year during our weekly commentary updates, weren't we?
Yeah, strength, quickness, mobility, he has it all. 4th in the Defensive Player of the Year voting in 2016.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for
I'm
finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
I'm going to say how far it is.
And a first down throw, gone. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Because you said you couldn't get in, Hellcat.
Yeah, it wouldn't. It said I was booted earlier.
Oh, I must have booted you guys. I booted 3 other guys.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan
For these where it says players can negotiate, I do the same thing like I did yesterday again.
Yeah, 7 years.
Okay.
40 million salary, 20 million.
Right in the face of him, puts him down.
And I didn't get added back to the group me yet either.
This guy named Trap.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, he deleted everybody out.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring
Yeah, I think LeBron's still out of there too. I think he was telling
sets him
me.
up better for third down.
Skin Dog, you must be high. I don't see you.
Huh?
So you must be hiding. I don't see your name.
Oh, yeah.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This
Yeah,
is
like,
third and
matter of fact, how
9.
could they all right?
Play action.
We wonder, how can Tavon also be running back?
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Yep.
23 yards on the play.
Sammy
The
Watkins,
Rams dead last in the
Woods,
NFL last year on
Robert
third down
Woods.
conversion.
I mean,
Just
Robert Woods.
32%, but they come through there.
Starting wide
They've
receiver.
got a much better chance of that number
Gurley,
rising this year for a variety of
34.
factors. Of course, they're going to get their quarterback, Jared Goff, going. But the big part is, last season, they were really a one-trick pony on offense. Now they'll be much more varied under new head coach Sean McVay.
I mean, there you go.
Yeah. You got to put him in there. You got to put him in there at running back. You got to manually put him in there.
Yeah, but that means
There you go, Skin Dog.
I'm saying you have to put him in there, so you can't do that. You can't put wide receiver running back, can you?
Yeah, no, you can't.
That's what I'm
You can't put wide receiver running back.
He had told Duke that
he traded position.
he told Duke that he played running back and wide receiver / running back.
No,
So
I mean,
Duke
he did that in
yeah.
college.
College, he was punt return, kick return, and then they put him in at running back at Wildcat. Now, I know that much, West Virginia. Now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Wildcat, the only time he was really using the but I never seen him in the NFL in the backfield.
He ain't been in the backfield. I ain't seen him, but they got the workhorse, Todd Gurley.
He was back there when a couple of years ago. I don't forget he played against Seattle, and they put him back there on a couple of plays in the goal line, and they were sweet on him. But he had been there a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you don't. Yeah, that's what it is.
On second down, here's Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Bullshit, man.
To the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new
I
set
take
of
my
downs.
damn fast. I can take my fast wide receiver and put him at damn halfback. They ran some plays with Terrence Williams out of the backfield. Dez Bryant.
Yeah, I get straight.
Yeah, I don't even that shit because you still have to block. No, it might be.
They run the counter now on first down, and he'll be brought
Man,
down.
he
He had worked out, but he had the apple on his face.
So that flag will cost him
He'll
15.
get the
And
message.
it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, it's going to be 15 yards.
See, I know he's still one touchdown winning. That's the first touchdown.
He just ran it again. Ran him again out of the backfield a minute ago to get down there.
Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
That's the case. Dude could put Dale Hester running back because when he was Chicago, they used in the back for whatever like that. The sweep and shit. When he had that 99 speed, where they, where he got hurt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll
that was
make
like
it
ready
3rd
for
and
walk,
goal.
and I was like, maybe once
When you
or
look at
twice.
the geography we're staring at, this
It
part of the
wasn't
field,
like
don't you always
consistent.
think
He
of
was
big
back-
backs carrying the football?
So my
bruisers
punter
trying to
got
find
hurt, so I
it
can sign
instead.
one that's not
Scat back type, and he's trying to
active on the team, right?
Yeah, they went with
Yeah,
an
the
elusive,
box.
slippery guy. Couldn't get in
Google
there,
him
though.
first.
Yeah, I googled him and said he's a free agent right now. Spencer Lanning.
Yeah, he's excited. How your brother get hurt?
I don't. Let me go to the thing real quick. Let me see.
And not only
No,
will
it
he
don't
get
matter.
the few
It's
inches
just-
he needs, he's going to go backwards.
He's gonna be out like for 4 or 6 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
They go ahead and snap it. And he will score.
Oh
Touchdown.
man, that's some
LA.
bullshit right there.
Jared Goff, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now.
Yeah, he's out for 6 weeks. At abdominal tear.
Yeah.
Then I got my left tackle broken ribs, right tackle dislocated
Yo,
knee.
when Tavon Austin started playing running back, bro?
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
You had to hit the depth chart. That means that your depth chart, they got him wide
He
receiver.
ain't starting wide receiver.
Davon Austin.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch. A
he's
signal
starting
for
wide
him
receiver.
to take it.
I didn't look. I didn't say. I didn't say you. I said
But they haven't been able to get
they
anything
got him
consistently
listed
going,
as
have they?
starting wide receiver, and then they got your 3 other running backs listed as running backs. That's all I said. I didn't say you put him there. I said if he's there, you had to put him there. You had to manually put him there. That's what I said. You know, I said you had to manually put him there because they got him listed as starting wide receiver. You got Woods, Watkins, and Austin.
Elliott rolling right. And he's got some space
You
here.
can't do.
Really nice
No, I
pick
told
up,
him
14 yards, and it
What's
moves
that?
it.
I'm okay with the call.
What did that do with you put him at running back?
If the running game worked in that situation, I would continue to go in that direction.
No, what did you had to tell him something.
I had asked Duke, I said, they got Tavon Austin listed as a tailback.
And able to get a
He wouldn't
couple
look
as
at it, he was
across
like,
the 40 to
shit.
41.
What the hell did they What the hell did they at tailback?
Getting away from one and trying to
Y'all let me go.
Yeah, on the game they got him listed as a running back. On the game.
Oh, on the match game.
Yeah, on the game they got him listed as a running back.
Right after this timeout.
Oh no, I thought it was in real life. After this game, put him back around the season.
In real life, he played wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
On the game, they got him at they got him as a second running back.
Dude, I couldn't ask you and Duke about this.
Nah, you good.
I thought just like what I told him, I thought that he played that in real life because a couple years ago, they had some plays for him when Jeff Fisher was there when they played Seattle. That's something I never forget. And Sendog just looked it up, proved that he's a wide receiver. I think that I was going to get with you too.
On to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you
Some of the
see what
fans here
exactly
don't
what
seem
was
too happy
said.
about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all.
When Duke made that decision, I was in the board.
Duke ain't made that decision. I mean, you know, I switched the remember Green Bay was like, shit, that's taking away your weapons at wide receiver.
Growing even further.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give you Duke tomorrow.
Yeah, but if you look at the depth chart, right? They got him as they got Todd Gurley starting, and then they got him. Then the wide receiver, he's all the way down in the fifth spot.
Feels that way, doesn't it? He has
Yeah, in the fifth spot, he's behind two rookies they got.
But tone for his sanity, you know, he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Yeah, and Josh Ronaldo, how you say that?
Yeah, but now I go on what is real life.
Here for the offense to start.
So I'll give it to you.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I was under pressure. That's what I told him.
He's to dishing out punishment, but he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result,
can't stop Tavon Austin. Yeah.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Malik Collins.
Yeah, I call it down. Base run, stop play, you know. I ain't listening to nothing. This motherfucker go straight up the middle, untouched. Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good, man. It's all gravy, baby.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up...
Nah, he's using them everywhere, too. That's what I'm talking about.
Called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The thing about it, you keep changing. As long as you have running back, you can play both positions. Wide receiver and running back.
Yeah, I didn't know he had. They got it listed on the game. That's the game.
They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Well, in real life, he played. That's what I'm talking about. The difference between Green Bay Packers and that. You know, they play him.
Yeah, he's listed as a running back. They moved his position.
we know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that
No, they don't do it. That's what I was saying. I don't know if he was a rookie, but I do know a couple years ago when Jeff Fisher was there, they put him in.
Yeah, that's before they got
yeah, Bird. That was before they got hurt.
On 1st down, it's good.
Blue.
Yeah.
So for a kick returner and punt returner, I can have a halfback in there, right? Or about.
Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with
Can I have a halfback for kick returner and punt returner?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I put my last. I wouldn't put, I wouldn't put my second or first running back, in there.
Well, I got my third one in there, I believe. Let me see.
Yeah. And then again, you got like you played Green Bay. He used that hit stick. You got to be careful, though. I catch it,
yeah.
A lot of times. Then, like, I did with Earl Thomas because the guy kicked it short, and I just ran up the middle. Good thing I got his
This is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's
play game. And so, a lot of guys here that use that hit stick.
He didn't use the hit stick that much, though, in the game. Only like maybe 2 or 3 times.
The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6.
But I had a good running game on him, though. It was a good game, though. Yeah.
Here's
You get better than what you did when you
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Jordan Lewis, the rookie from Michigan. And he's got room.
Some people take a season.
Oh, you see that bullshit.
On this first half of action. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Woodley for our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick taken near the 18.
You got
a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from the other team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This is Brown on the carry. This will not go down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Blue.
Yeah.
I
just found out RG3 is a free agent.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover.
Can I drop him down as my third quarterback?
Intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1 here when he gets to the sideline. Already should have been picked. Look,
no, he's a free agent in real life.
Second person in his ear because he's
not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Yeah, you decide him, get him up the chain, you got to go jump.
Okay.
We're going to get back to score.
Let me see.
Now you would have been impressed because you've been beat to. So yeah, just cut it.
Second down now after the incompletion. A shotgun snap. And he's going to be broken.
We get players hurt, we go to the line, we go to the bottom, I don't care what you did.
Stephen Paya breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Third and long. It's gone. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're bringing him here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Pulled in at the 24. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And some space here. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Play clock winding down. Again, it's Elliott. And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Toss play, McFadden. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run. This is Brown. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it here with Brown. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. In motion goes the tight end. Off play action. Here's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this one for the yard. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Yeah. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
The give
is to Elliott, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offensive backfield, and spilling everything.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Everybody that usually everybody else more like a play
now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down about the 7.
Yes. That was
shift together here from the D-line. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit.
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And out now come the Cowboys. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Time running out here on the play clock. McFadden following the penalty. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
Running again and again, it's McFadden. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. His way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 30. Past the 20. 10. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Back now here on EA Sports. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. He finds an opening past the 40. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
First down, a run with McFadden. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll give to McFadden. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On 3rd down, McFadden. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. For the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd down and 12. Prescott from the gun. He's got it to Williams. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On first down, gone. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The throw on second down is gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with McFadden. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Darren McFadden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tavon Austin, 34 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, it's Prescott. And running with power here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the fourth quarter. And the Panthers, they're starting to pull away in that one. A win would be their second on the young season. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Butler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the fourth quarter. And the Panthers, they're starting to pull away in that one. A win would be their second on the young season. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. There's McFadden as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Prescott now on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by Butler. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Prescott now. He's going to let it fly. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the fourth quarter, and the Panthers, they're starting to pull away in that one. A win would be their second on the young season. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. Goff going to throw it. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, it's Austin. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Goff. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.